everybody, Jake the Great here to go over all the O'Reilly racing from Saturday and some Arca racing results. Let's get into it. For the Arca West Series racing at Sonoma, the General Tire 150, Sammy Corey was the pole sitter and the winner of that race. This makes for his first career Arca West Series win. I was rooting for Sage Karam in the 72 just because he's a PA guy. He ended up 13th. Congratulations to Sam Corey. Super happy for him. Great first time winner out there at Sonoma. Out in Elko, Minnesota, the Arca Menards Series, the Shore Lodge 250 presented by Dutch Boy was out at Elko Speedway. Thomas Annunziata in the 70 was on the pole. Max Reeves in the 18 Cookout Toyota for JGR was your winner. Congratulations to him. Now let's get into the O'Reilly racing out at Sonoma. The Pit Boss Food Max 250. CW covered this race. They brought in road course ringer AJ Allmendinger to help out in the booth alongside Parker Kligerman, and Adam Alexander was doing play-by-play. Great booth, good energy. Glad they had AJ Allmendinger up there. Great road course racer. Perfect person to have in the booth at Sonoma. This race was 79 laps. To the rear for this race, Ryan Ellis in the 02, Connor Zillage in the number 1, and Brennan Poole for unapproved adjustments. Kyle Kelly in the 53 changed his battery, had to go to the rear. Brad Perez in the 55 changed an engine. He did not end up starting this race. And Austin Green in the 87 in a backup car actually supplied by Richard Childress after he wrecked his car with brake failure in practice. On the pole, Shane Van Gisbergen in the 9 for JRM. Outside pole, Brent Cruz in the 19 for JGR. Another couple of cars with great top 5 qualifying, both Viking Motorsports car, the 96 of Anthony Alfredo and the 99 of Parker Retzlaff. Great performance out of these vehicles today. The green got going at 5:44 p.m. Eastern, a few minutes late from the start time they had listed. SVG sets out to a lead. That's going to be most of this race today. Just lap 2, the 32 would get some wheel hop. The 7 of Allgaier would get some front end nose damage. Nothing crazy. Lap 4, the 20 of Brandon Jones gets off into the dirt. He continues. On lap 7, LeVar Scott in the 45 wheel hops into the corner. Makes contact with the 28 of Kyle Sieg. Kyle Sieg would get a tire rub from this and cut down that tire, leaving the carcass on the track, and NASCAR would have to throw a caution. We get back on to lap 10. Same story. SVG out to the front. Jesse Love has a huge right front lockup. Have to look out for his tires the rest of this run. The 32 of Ross Chastain also gets a left front tire rub. Luckily, he doesn't cut one down. On lap 12, the 27 of Jeb Burton goes off track through the dirt. He continues, no issues. Also, during lap 7, the 26 of Dean Thompson would spin off track. He continues, no problems. On lap 14, 20 of Brandon Jones is slow on the track. He is able to coast onto pit road. I believe he had a transmission issue. On lap 16, green flag pit stop start with the likes of Connor Zillage, who has been running up through the field since starting from the rear, as well as the 91 car DGM Racing sporting Carson Quapple this weekend. Connor Zillage in the 1 is unfortunately caught speeding on pit road. He is able to come down pit road before it's closed for the end of stage 1 and serve his penalty. Lap 18, SVG pits from lead, handing over the lead to the 96 of Anthony Alfredo. Anthony Alfredo in the 96 would go on first stage win of his career. Top 10 running for stage 1. 96 Anthony Alfredo, the 19 of Brent Cruz, the 54 of Taylor Gray, the 99 of Parker Retzlaff, the 17 of Corey Day, the 21 of Austin Hill, the 32 of Ross Chastain, the 42, the 07, and the 0 of Alex Abay. Starting stage 2, we get the green at lap 25. The 24 of Harrison Burton stays out and leads the race. The 31 of Perkins also stayed out, followed by SVG in the 9, who's going to make quick work of these two cars. Shortly after the start of stage 2, the 7 of Justin Allgaier would make one of his many spins he has today. Perkins would spin in the 31 while he's falling back through the field, while SVG is setting out to make his lead larger. The 24 of Harrison Burton, who had been holding on in the top 5, gets the announcer jinx from Parker Kligerman and comes around just as they bring up that he's maintaining good pace in that car. He is able to continue, no issue. On lap 30, the 32 car of Ross Chastain would end up going down the drag strip and off the track after he put some fluid down. I believe he had a transmission issue. NASCAR has to put out the caution for the cleanup, but it was entertaining to see Ross Chastain navigate through the infield portion of the track. On lap 34, the green flag gets flown so we can wrap up stage 2. SVG's out to the lead. Jesse Love is in second. The 41 of Sam Mayer, the 1 of Connor Zillage, the 8 of Sammy Smith, the 00 of Sheldon Creed, the 91 of Carson Quapple, Austin Green up into the top 10. We get some green flag pits right before the end of stage 2, those that want to set up themselves to start the final stage of this race. The winner for stage 2 would be Connor Zillage in the 1, followed by Sammy Smith in the 8, the 00 of Creed, the 19 of Cruz, the 91 of Carson, 41 of Mayer, the 88 of Caruth. Ryan Sieg, top 10 stage points for him in 8th. the 0 of LeBay and the 42 of Will Rogers. Start of stage 3, same story. SVG out to lead. He's going to set out on the field and gap everybody a little bit. Connor Zillage will have to work his way out through the field all the way up to second and start chasing him down. On lap 53, the 26 of Dean Thompson gets spun by Brennan Poole in the 44. They both continue, minor damage, no big deal. On lap 62, the number 7 car just loves spinning around. Justin Allgaier will be so happy to get off these road courses and back onto ovals where he is so dominant. He continues with no issues. On lap 68, an unscheduled pit stop for Austin Hill in the 21, believing he has something broke in the rear end. He does get back out on the track, not sure what was going on with him, doesn't get a great finish though. During the closing laps of this race, SVG set out with about a 4-second lead. Connor Zillage maintains about that pace behind him, never seems to catch all the way up, not a lot of exciting racing. SVG sent himself after winning this race. Boring isn't necessarily good, but it's good when you're the winner. Good for him. Your top 10 race results for this race. SVG gets the win. I picked Connor Zillage to edge him out on this one. He does have him 4-2 beat. Well, now it's 4-3. SVG with the win. Connor Zillage second. Brent Cruz in third. The 96 car of Anthony Alfredo and the 99 of Parker Renslav. Great top 5 finishes for both Viking Motorsports cars, showing a lot of good racing out of them. A lot of speed. They claim some of the best equipment they've ever raced in. I'm happy to see them take advantage of it. The 91 of Carson Quapple gets a 6th place, followed by the 17 of Corey Day, the 41 of Sam Mayer, the 2 of Jesse Love, and the 00 of Sheldon Creed. Taylor Gray, who was running 5th in this race, coming to the last lap, runs out of gas just before the start-finish line. Very unfortunate. He does get a push from his teammate Brandon Jones, but that does not count in NASCAR's eyes. He did not finish under his own power. So he does finish with a 29th place finish. That's really harsh for him. He was running good all day. That's all I got for your O'Reilly race for Sonoma. Just a reminder, the Cup race going on later today. Pre-race will start on TNT at 2:30. Race coverage will start at 3:30, and the green flag will drop at 3:50. Ty Gibbs in the 54 is your pole sitter for this race. Can't wait to see what goes on, and I can't wait to have you back here to talk all about that. With all that out of the way, I'd like to thank my new subscribers. If you've made it this far and you are not subscribed, please like and subscribe to this video to see more NASCAR coverage just like this. I've been Jake the Great. Thanks for watching. Can't wait to see you back to cover all the racing for Cup at Sonoma. Have a good one.